Well, that didn't work for some reason. There we go. All right, it's the beginning of a new year, and hopefully this is going to be a great year, but it's going to take everybody to make this a great year. I don't care if you're on the East Coast, the West Coast, or anywhere in between. People, we've got to get together. We've got to make it work one way or another. Some of us are going to be unhappy, some of us are going to be happy, but we're just going to have to work together and make it work, whatever happens. So 2021, let's make this a really, really, really good year. We have to make up for last year. Hang on a second, I'm going to be right back. I forgot to turn my lights on. Turn my mic back up. Ah, oh well. Now you can hear me. Whoop, hang on, I got a feedback coming back. Let's turn that off and see if that works. Yeah, I'm running late, so I'm doing too many things at once. Turn the mic down, I'll be right back, and forgot to turn it back on. That's okay. Hope you saw the intros, like this one. It's going to be a great year this year. We've got to make up for last year. Let's see, Norris, what state are you in? I forgot. I think I've got most of the bugs worked out. I think. We'll see. As next week comes, Texas. All right, so you're only an hour behind, I guess, then. You're about 9 o'clock there. I'm not sure where Texas is. I think it's just an hour, except when East Coast goes to daylight savings times. I wish they'd leave that alone. Be either or. 1/1/2021. Got a nice ring to it. Let's hope it's a great, great year. Let's see. Let's see what's outside here. Ah, sun's coming up. Don't see any clouds, which is nice. Chilly this morning. I think it was 30, 34, 35. So, as usual, desert mornings are always chilly. Got a little bit of heat on here in the shuttle bus, but not a whole lot, so my toes are a little chilly this morning. Let's see, we've only got you in here, I think, so far. Looking over here in my analytics. Oh, we got 2 viewers. We had 3. I don't know if they just popped in or popped out. I've got a little widget I'm going to be popping up here in the screen. I gotta figure out where I'm going to put it, where it'll show up on my screens, which tells me how many people are in the room. But I had it in here and I took it out. Now I got to put it back. So, what's everybody's plans for this year? That should take a while. Let's see, we've been on for 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes, and we're only running 22% on the CPU, which is great. Hardly any strain at all. Let's see what the weather's going to be. I'll switch back to the weather page. There we go. Whoops, that's the radar page. I got some radar coming up too, which shows nothing, which is typical out here in the desert. Let's see, weather forecast. Tomorrow's going to be 64 and 40 in the morning, which is not too bad, better than 30s. Oh, light wind, which is nice. But if you notice, all the wind for the next 14 days are coming out of the north and northwest. If that would switch around to the south, southeast, it would warm up a whole lot. But we got some 67, 68s. No rain chances as usual. So that's not too bad, I guess. So who else is in here? Let's see. I think somebody else is in here. I think. Get back to my... I don't know what happened to it. Oh, I know where it is. There we go. Oh, back down to 2. I didn't expect too many people this morning. A lot of people probably got hangovers and still in bed, don't want to get out of bed, which I don't blame them there. I didn't really want to get out of bed this morning, but I did. I just uploaded a short yesterday on how to lighten up your custom RV build. Got a few positive responses on it. Got to go out and get some content here pretty soon. I'm out. I've got to do something. I'm not sure what yet. Let's see. Looking at my screens and my sources to see. I put them together after Wednesday's live stream and put some together yesterday. I have plenty to look at today, but I knew there wouldn't be too many people in. I wonder how many people are going to have to take a hangover pill. Not me. I know better. I went to bed about 9 o'clock, but I watched some movies. So it was about midnight when I went to bed, went to sleep. And a few people fired off a few firecrackers, but not many. You're not supposed to here in BLM land. Nope. You know, when I was young, I used to be a little on the stupid side. Every now and then wake up with a hangover, but I haven't done that in decades, actually. Years and years. Let me see. Yep, sun's come up good now. Should be getting some. Let me see if I'm getting any solar on my panels yet. Probably won't be getting much yet. I have my MPPT charge controller and my AC to DC charger are both Bluetooth compatible, so I can keep a track on how much is coming in. And maybe 50, no, 47. We got 47 watts. I just got notified that I went live. Yay, that's a plus. And I'm trying to get some of this stuff out of the way here so you can see it. I've got my phone, wrong button, on Do Not Disturb, so the pinging and the dinging don't show up. I had that on, I think, on my first live stream. Maybe it was the one before that. There we go. So this is my MPPT charge controller. Let's see if we can see it. There we go. So right now, sun's not very high. I'm bringing in 46 watts. There we go. 46 watts of solar and 2.4 amps from going into the MPP charger. I've got 3.5 amps coming out, and my batteries are at 13 volts right now. So that's not too bad. Yeah, Norris, I think it's going to be you and me today. Probably about the last 5 minutes, a few people will show up. That's okay. Hopefully they'll watch it this afternoon when they get out of bed. I was looking through here. I don't want that yet. That's okay. I appreciate you being here. Getting up early. Alright, let's see. Let's go. Looking for, there it is. There we go. Let's see. I don't see anybody stirring out there yet, which I didn't expect. They stayed up late. Duffy on the rig on the right went to bed early. But the other rigs there in the middle, they were up pretty late. And every now and then you'll see a car go by between that cactus and the Jeep. That's the Route 95, I believe it is. Oh, I didn't bring up the radar yet, have I? Nope. Now let's go to the radar. There we go. And as you see on the radar, quartzite's right here. It's on the left, and Phoenix is on the right. And it looks like Phoenix is getting some sprinkles north and northwest of it. Nothing much. There was some snow north of Phoenix yesterday, and some sleet on the radar yesterday afternoon. That's why it's so cold here. But otherwise, I see nothing. Route 10 is the main route coming in. I'll be taking Route 10 out, going southern route back to Jacksonville, Florida, and then up the East Coast on 17 back to Wilmington. Claybank is in Florida. I have to see where he's at. I may stop there and visit. I like to try and visit my subs when I can. It was nice to meet him. "4 a.m. Wow. I was under 2 quilts, a sheet, and a blanket at 4 a.m. and it was probably 38, 40 degrees inside the bus. But actually the cold actually makes good sleeping weather. know, because the oxygen molecules are closer together, so you get more oxygen when it's cold. All right. Well, still looks like it's you and me, North. Again, which is fine with me. I need to close down some of these windows or I'll get messed up in the background. Got too many windows open. Definitely don't want to show that one. All my passwords. That would be bad. All right, let's see. Well, we've got 2 concurrent viewers. Average watch time is 1 minute 29 seconds. Well. Yeah, slowly getting the bugs out of this. Hang up, dust has been getting to me lately. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. A little bit of sniffles here. So, did you make any resolutions, Norris? My resolution was not to make any. I just take it day by day and see what happens. Yeah, the cul-de-sac is still tied down by the looks. Nobody's up and running around. I know that feeling, Norris. Yep, too old for resolutions. Yeah, I don't see anybody stirring out there. We got a nice blue sky coming. I'm up to 52 watts. Oh, sun's coming up. Let's see, what do we got? So interesting. Oh, I did some. I used to do sand etching, which I want to get back into. And here's a vase, a vase, however you want to call it. That's an Italian Greyhound. That's actually sand etched right into the surface. So you can't wash it off, it won't come off. I like sand etching, but I have no place for a compressor at the moment. If I go to a cargo trailer and a truck, you know, I might be able to put a compressor in there. Hey, Happy New Year's, James and Millie. You're just in time. Get back here. I was just showing off some sand etching. You'll have to watch the intro after this is done. So I've just doubled my viewers from 1 to 2. Yeah, I'm just talking with Norris. Norris doesn't usually talk much, but since he was the only one in here, he didn't have much of a choice. He had to talk to me. Norris is the #1 viewer, I think, because he's in every one. He may not talk, but he's there in the background. When I do roll call, he comes up and says hello. I was showing the weather. I have to switch back over. I think I'm finally getting this sorted out. Just have to remember to turn my mic back on if I go away for a second. But, you know, that's muscle memory and everything else. Well, actually, so was I about 9:30, and I watched a movie until about midnight, and then Then I heard a few firecrackers go off, and a few. I didn't hear any guns, but I heard some firecrackers or something. Just a few, not many. But as you can see, the sun's coming up. Got 54 watts on my solar right now, which are probably dusty. They've been out for a couple days. I went over to Drew's, that rig that's facing us there north on the left. Sat with them for a little bit, but it was chilly last night. Very chilly. So this is the beginning of a great year. Like I was saying in the beginning, everybody's going to have to work at it to make it a good year. And hopefully it will be. Got to be better than last year. I'll find out when I head back to Wilmington in February. See if I have to go up through South Dakota to get there. There's no telling what's going to happen in the next 2 months. We can only hope. So, James and Millie, did you make any resolutions? Norris didn't. He says he's too old for that, and I agree with that. I am too. My only resolution is to not make any. I'll just take it day by day and see what happens. Hey, we're up to 55 watts. Sun's coming up. I'm getting some solar. Let's see, I'm up to almost 13.1. I haven't really charged the batteries much because this I only put in like 4 amps, 5 amps, 8 amps with the solar. Nothing, huh? Alright, so what are your plans for the month? When are you heading to Yuma? Now let's go back to the weather here for a second. It's going to be decent weather for the next 2 weeks. No rain, of course. Some clouds here and there. But that wind, if it would come out of the southeast or southwest, we'd be in the 80s. But it's just continually coming out of the northwest. Let's go over to the radar. And as you see on the radar, there's nothing. Looks like a little bit of sprinkling. What did I see up there? Saw some ice. You look near Wickenburg when this thing comes back around. There it is, right there. That must be higher elevations. There's spots of ice. Well, yesterday, north of Phoenix, there was some sleeting rain and some snow up around Humbug and Constellation and Casa Rosa on the map yesterday when I was looking at it. No thanks. Keep it up there. Don't need any here. That's for sure. You know, I'm happy to have 2 in the stream this morning because I know everybody's in bed. And they don't want to get out because they know they're going to have a hangover, a lot of them. Those guys last night behind me, they're probably going to be in bed for a while. You know, I didn't really want to get out of bed this morning. It was nice and warm under those 2 quilts, sheet, and a blanket. I could have stayed, and I might go back for an hour. And then this afternoon, I'm going to... Them 2 guys, couple of guys, Susan stayed out for a while, and then she went in. She got cold. But Jim, Drew, Duffy went to bed early. I stayed out there about half an hour. It was just too cold for me. You know, that little propane heater puts out some heat, but you know, one side's hot and the other side's cold. So I came back in, got everything set up for this morning, and went to bed and watched a movie. YouTube movies are, some of them are pretty strange, you know, they're kind of weird. So I flipped through about 3 or 4 movies before I found one that was interesting. You know, I watch a little bit of it and see how well it's put together, and if it doesn't look like it's at least a B plus movie, then I go on to find something else. Those B and C movies are something else. They're actually funny. Oh, I see Duffy. Duffy's out moving around. Oh, went back in. That's my spy cam. Spy on everybody. Need to hook up one more pointing the other direction. I'm figuring out how to make my phone into a camera, webcam. Yeah, there are some good ones, and there's some pretty bad ones too. Like a lot of those fan favorite Star Trek remakes. Some of those are pretty bad. They're very low budget, let's put it that way. Let's see, I've been on for 27 minutes. Time's flying. God, this beard, I'm gonna get some wax. Either that or start tying it up. You know, like I do my ponytail. Here, here, and here. You know. It gets dry and it just does not want to stay. Now, if I get 4,000 subs, I'm gonna on camera trim it up to about here. Or no, see, is that monetized? I'm gonna trim it to here. To here. And if I get 5,000 subs, I'm gonna cut this off on camera. So you can spread the word. I can go bald then and not worry about it. Let's see, I got the date right. Yep. Looks like it's going to be a good day. Got the wind's picking up a little bit by the looks. Yeah, here was some of that sand etching that I do. This is actually a piece of slate that I sanded. It's a Rhodesian Ridgeback design because they used to use Rhodesian Ridgebacks to hunt lions. That's why the lion is on there. So that's actually sand etched right into the rock. And also sand etched mirrors. That was a little out of focus, but butterfly mirror. So everything is frosted except the dark areas, which is actually mirror. I'd like to do that again, but I just don't have a compressor big enough. And this is a vase. It's a borzoi. I have all the AKC registered dogs in line art like that. I used to sell a ton of decals on eBay. And then in 2008, when the economy crashed, that all died out. I'm going to start again, I think, because hopefully it's going to be picking up again. Yeah, that was some sand etching. Checking my HD, I hear him in there. You awake? He's still in bed. Let's see, I'll go here. Yeah, here's some pictures I took of just some fog and stuff for Norris, since he's the only one in here besides you guys. And this is out here in the desert. And it does rain out here once in a while. And we get some nice sunsets. I think that was in Parker last year, if I remember right. And as you can see, it does rain here. We do have rainbows once in a while. That's up at the gravel pit in Lake Havasu, just before you get into Lake Havasu. Last year I could not remember these places to save my life. This year I'm starting to remember them, finally. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've got some of my vegetables I grow. 5, oh thank you. I've got a widget I got to put back in here. Thanks, Norris. Yeah, they're very nice. You just have to put up with the wind, the dust, and the cold, and which is worth it. 5 people. Okay, well, if we got 5 people. All right, sound off. Let me know who's here. Let me get over here to live streaming. I've got a widget I got to put back in. Oh, back down to 4, but that's all right. That will tell me how many people are in here. Hey, Bear, how's it going? Staying warm? You still in Lapusa out here? What were you in, east? Can't remember. East or west? North or south? I'm turned around, so. Yeah, it's just been chilly, but the weather's not going to be that great for the next 2 weeks. It's going to be average, I guess. As you can see, it's pretty steady temperature-wise, but I'd rather have it in the 40s than the 30s. 2 degrees makes a big difference out here. And of course, there's nothing on the radar, which is good. Again, looks like there's some sprinkling over near Phoenix, but did see a little bit of ice popping up here, up near Morris Town here. There it is, popping up right up here. Because that's ice, not much. Yesterday was freezing rain and a little bit of snow up that way. No thanks, you keep it up there. Yeah, I'm still over here. You're in south. I thought you were in north for a while. Yeah, I'm still in the same spot. Let's see how the wind is. Yeah, it's not too bad. Looks like it's died down a little bit again. Started to pick up there a little bit. That wind would just change from north, northwest to south, southeast, or even south, southwest. We'd be up in the 80s probably. That would be very nice. Yeah, I saw Duffy come out a minute ago, but he went back in. Drew hasn't shown up. keep an eye on that weather and see what's going on. Let's see, I'm up to, let's see, 65 watts. Yay. Let's see, this is my Bluetooth. 65 watts, 64 watts. Came up from, I think it was 42. And 4.7 amps going in. I'm at 13.1 on the batteries. That's just solar with 2 little solar panels. It's like I'm finally getting smoother on this software now that I remembered how to use it. The hardest part is just getting things set up. You know, what do you want to show? What do you want to talk about? I'm writing a script right now for a video that I want to do. Take off of, what's his name in Australia? So what are your plans, Bear? Anything in particular for this year? You staying here all year, or are you going back somewhere? I've got a video here of HD 2 or 3 years ago. He has his own little drone, and on rainy days, I used to get it out for him. So take a look.
Easy. Easy.
Whoops, wrong one, but that's all right.
Good boy.
This is just him being easy. You know, some dogs will take your hand off.
Good boy.
He's really, really gentle. There's the drone. Added on number 3 instead of number 1. Here, take a look at this. I had a really, really cheap video camera back then.
You just like this, don't you? Huh?
I made that Harley table. Hey, Roy and Becky, good morning. Just showing you HD's personal drone. That was his second favorite game. First favorite game is chasing the ball. And he can do none of that right now, so hopefully once he gets some wheels, he'll be able to do at least chasing the ball. Yeah, that was his favorite rainy day thing to do. When it would start raining, he'd head down into the living room and wait. Yeah, he has a lot of fun. So Roy and Becky, how late did you stay up? Oh no, my meter's in the red for some reason. More people coming online, I guess. Says YouTube is not receiving enough video. Is my stream smooth and still, can you hear me all right? Says my stream is poor. Too many videos, I guess. Yeah, it'll straighten out. Timmy, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. We got about 19 minutes left to go. Well, did you hear the fireworks or whatever they were at midnight? There was a few little ones, not much. I got some M80s here. I should have taken one out and let it off. Would have woke the neighborhood up. Wandering Gypsy. Kathy, good morning. Glad you could make it in. Nobody's suffering from a hangover, are they? All right, thanks. I never know because this tells me if the stream is good or not, and it's red right now. It was green. I guess playing those videos. Or we may have more people coming online this morning too. See if we do. And we got two others on there. Of course, Millie and James is on. I'm not sure who the TP link is. That's showing up. Let's see if anything's happening outside. Nope. Still don't see anybody stirring out there. The wind's still down. That's a plus. We're at 42 minutes in. Been showing some videos, been showing some JPEGs. And everybody that missed the intro, go back and just take a look at the intro for this year. I think I'm getting OBS figured out finally. I'm not making too many blunders. A couple here and there. I forgot to turn mic up once, but that's just getting used to it. I think my mic is down a little bit. I turn it up. All right, let's see how many. I'm dropping 10% of my frames, which is not bad. I can deal with that. But I'm running at 60 frames per second, so I can drop up to 30 frames, and it should still be smooth. HD, you awake? Let's see. Live streaming. Yep. Yeah. I can tell the lag is bad. Am I still here? Oh, okay, that's why. Usually the lag is about 10 seconds. When it gets like this, it's probably closer to 30 seconds, 45 seconds. But we'll deal with it. All right, I'm going to bring up the rest of these JPEGs. As most of you know that I used to do aquaponics, wicking beds. Aquaponics is raising edible or non-edible fish in a closed system, recirculatory system. The fish supply the nutrients for the plants clean the water, and the bacteria clean the water. It goes back to the fish tank clean. Am I on? Oh no, am I on? Yeah, I'm still on, I think. Looks like I'm still on. I'll keep going as if I'm on. Can anybody see or hear me? Because Timmy said he just ended his live stream. Was that me or somebody else? Anyway, you know Roma tomatoes? They're about this big. You know, they're not real big. They're small. Here's a picture of Romas that came out of the aquaponic system. And you can see how big those are. Those are Roma tomatoes. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Well, I've got more people than I expected to get. All right, thanks. You know, when somebody says you dropped the stream, you know, I never know if it's me or not. So these are Romas. And you know the Romas you buy in the store are about 2 inches long. This is what you get out of an aquaponic system because the plants never have to go looking for nutrition, fertilizer, and they never have to go looking for water. Yeah, I saw that spinning. That's because I'm still in the red for some reason. We went back green. We should be doing good now. Whoop, bouncing around. Green, yellow, red. Maybe I was, oh, man. I'm watching the little light that tells me the stream quality, and it's bouncing from red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green. All right, so must not like too many videos. Anyway, here's a orange tomato that came out of the greenhouse. If you look at the lower right of the picture, you can see the rocks. All these plants grew in rocks, no dirt. And if anybody knows what a yellow jubilee tomato is, kind of big tomatoes. Aquaponics, you use 95% less water than a dirt garden, and everything grows up to 50% faster and anywhere from 10 to 20% bigger. Great, thanks. Appreciate it. Where are you from? Is that Weibel family? Weibel? Is that how you pronounce it? So I miss the gardening. I had a 12-foot by 33-foot greenhouse with an aquaponic system in it, and in the middle of summer it was like a jungle in there. Tomatoes were all the way to the ceiling and back down again. And basil would be 5 feet high. I had a chocolate habanero plant that it wasn't a plant, it was a tree. The trunk on that was that big and picked over 1,000 chocolate habaneros off it. And it was 2 years old. A pepper plant will grow continuously and produce continuously. Weibel, okay, thank you. It will grow continuously as long as it doesn't, freeze. And I had all kinds of good stuff in there. I had 15 different types of tomatoes. In the greenhouse, I could control the pollination. Didn't have to worry about bees. I had it closed. And I could grow 15 different varieties at the same time. Really enjoyed it. Maybe this summer I'll get to grow some more when I get back. I know my moringa trees are going to be going in this year. I'm having a friend of mine start about 10 seeds, maybe 15. I can't remember how many I had. Actually, end of this month, inside. They'll be ready to transplant when I get back in March. They'll be a month old. All right, what's going on out there? Anything? Nope, don't see nothing out there. Let's see. Oh, wow. I'm up to 74 watts on my solar. That's not bad for 2 little suitcase panels. I'm up to 13.12 on my battery charge. From South Arkansas. How's your weather up there? It's been chilly here. Last year was warmer here, but I wasn't here in January last year, so yeah, my live stream health is popping back and forth. Kind of weird doing that. And now it's excellent. And now it'll pop down to poor. Ooh, what happened? It stopped on my end for some reason. Hope I'm still out there. I think I better bring up. What is that? That's weird. Why does that say family chat? That is weird. Oh well, go with the flow. Cold and raining. Yeah, the last rain we had came with a lot of wind. Alright, I'm going to save my Belize videos and pictures until probably Monday, I guess. I was trying to find... here it is. This is what we had the other day. I know, it's... The Wi-Fi is jumping around this morning for some reason. Not sure why. Let's see if this will come through. It is really whipping out there. Looks like one of the poles have bent. Takes a lot of wind to move this shuttle bus. And it's moving. Man, what a breeze. Yeah, that's what we got the other day. Really, wind came out of nowhere. The rain was going sideways. That was fun. Yeah, something's up with YouTube because, again, my stream health is just popping from red to green. Red, yellow, green, yellow, green, red. So something's going on somewhere. I thought I had gone off for a second because I don't know what's going on over there. I can't worry about it. Gotta finish out this stream. We got 7 more minutes. The wind's picking up a little bit. It looks like nobody's stirring yet. Drew is usually up early. He must have stayed up too late last night. Carl's still in bed by the looks. Sherry and Catherine, haven't heard from them. No, I missed that. Didn't catch that. I was going to go out in it, but I said, nah, I don't want to get my phone soaking wet. I hear a vehicle, but my camera wouldn't pick it up because it's not angled correctly. So somebody's up. I got to go over to Mel and Nettie today and put their lettering on the front of their Class A. Get that cut later today. I want to get some more sun up. Get my batteries up a little bit more. So we got, let's see, we got a couple minutes. No, 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, this stream is weird. I don't know what's going on. Ah, she's asleep, huh? Wake up, Becky. Wake up. Ah, there he is. You're alive. Papa Drew. I guess they drank too much last night. Oh well. I went to bed early, watched some movies, and listened to a few fireworks or something. I don't know what they were. Firecrackers. Not many. And so I'm feeling fine today. My toes are a little cold. Well, recycle that bottle. And again, my stream is just going crazy health-wise. I don't know why all of a sudden, but figure it out next time. I think it's YouTube. I think there's so many people on this morning. And there's only a couple on besides me here locally, but that doesn't mean anything. We've got a lot of new people that have come in over the last week. Yeah, I saw a couple people come in, but I was headed to bed, so I didn't go back over. Yes, I had to check my mic. I didn't see any lines on my volume control. Oh no. So nobody's got any resolutions. Everybody's feeling good this morning. Well, that's a good way to start. It's the beginning of hopefully a great year. You know, it's going to be work to make it that way, but we can do it. Let's see, we're at 58 minutes. Got a couple minutes left. This hour went by quick. I was surprised to get this many people in. I figured I'd get one or two. Norris comes into every one. Thank you, Norris. Appreciate it. Thanks everybody else for coming in. Like I say, we still got a minute and a half. When you see my exit screens, wait till it finishes before you stop so I get credit for it. If you leave early, it messes up my analytics. You used that whole bottle? Wow. That thing was almost full, I thought. You must have cranked it way up. Because it got down to 34, I think, last night. So the week coming up, 2 weeks coming up. Can't do it that way. So here's the weather for the next couple weeks, or 14 days, yeah. You know, it's all about the same. Different day, same weather. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the stream and see what it was doing. Yeah, that was mine too.